car with overnight parts from Japan. The race session is at Black Cat County. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P7. Race start. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is now 6th. Wasib is 3rd. Wasib passed Abelaz Amax from Team Ceto Racing for 2nd. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P4. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is now 4th. Royal Keefe is P6. Wasib is 2nd. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is 4th. Wasib is 2nd. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is 4th. Wasib is 2nd. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P4. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree passed Hugard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings for P3. Hugard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings is 4th. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P3. Wasib is P3, 0.2 behind Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Hugard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings is 5th. Papa's Faster is P7, 0.5 behind Royal Keefe. Wasib is P2, 0.4 ahead of Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Dudes Mokablunt from Team 420 is 5th, 0.1 behind Hugard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings. Dudes Mokablunt from Team 420 passed Hugard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings for P4. Wasib on lap 1 is P3, 0.1 behind Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree on lap 2 is 2nd, 0.3 ahead of Wasib. Wasib is P3, 0.3 behind Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Dudes Mokablunt from Team 420 is 4th, 0.1 behind Wasib. Papa's Faster is 6th. Best lap is a 3:09.696, 3.583 off the fastest lap. Bot Chelsea is P14, 0.5 behind Bot Unstable. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is 2nd, 0.2 behind MBG 2129. Dudes Mokablunt from Team 420 is P3, 0.3 behind Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P2, 0.3 behind MBG 2129. Dudes Mokablunt from Team 420 is P3, 0.3 ahead of Wasib. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P2, 0.3 behind MBG 2129. Dudes Mocha Blunt from Team 420 is P2, 0.1 ahead of Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Dudes Mocha Blunt from Team 420 passed MBG 2129 for first. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P3, 0.2 behind MBG 2129. Wasib is P4, 0.2 behind Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree is P3, 0.1 behind MBG 2129. The leader has just finished the race. Dudes Mocha Blunt from Team 420 finished first. MBG 2129 finished P2. Gary DTA from Team Racing Pedigree finished P3. Wasib finished P4. Papa's Fasterer finished 5th. Neatexum from Team NAF Gum Kings finished 6th. Royal Keef finished P7. Hoogard 03 from Team NAF Gum Kings finished P8. Griffin 11 finished P9. Bot Stapsambonks finished 10th. Bot Murgutsu. Bot Shalesy. Obalazamax from Team Ceto Racing. Bot Unstable. Bot Russ Napalm 6. Bot Illicit 10.